Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look again here at Bitcoin. Figure we could get an update close to candlestick closure here for the daily. Kind of see where we're at. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Hope you can learn something today. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCash.tech is a site. Link down below. We've got a trading academy, community, and signals group. So when we looked at Bitcoin earlier today, we were talking about the potential breakthrough 68,000. We came all the way up to 69.5 roughly, and all the way back down to right where we left off. So not much has changed, minus all the shenanigans. As far as the last 12 hours concerned, here's the price shooting up and shooting back down. Let's look at the 7-day though, because this is a little bit better of a representation of liquidation here, because you do get to be mindful that there's a lot of liquidation above the price and below the price still. But once more, that level at 68.5 was swept pretty hard. We last reviewed, coin was getting close to breaking 68. Okay, so we've since broken that, came back down to test it as a potential support level. Now 68,000 is trying to establish itself as such. So we can presume, until we determine otherwise, 68 to 67,000 is a support range, because again, we are looking for a closure above 67,000 today to give us some confirming factors. Again, the reason why 67,000 is important is because that was the most recent high here, and staying and closing above that level is extremely important. You like to come up, essentially retest and continue. Now granted, it came up a lot further than it should have. It could have just came up here and done one of these, but instead we're right where we're at. So the easy way to understand it is that this is a positive sign nonetheless, even though we saw a 3% correction in just under 3 hours. And of course, as soon as we take a long position with Solana, the price drops. That's just the way it goes, folks. Trust me, it happens all the time. It happens to the best of us. You can never time your entries perfectly. And again, Bitcoin was showing a lot of stability at that 68.5 mark. Instead, hit the old reset button down to 68 and some change. So at this point, I think that I'm leaning a little bit more towards a long position still, as we talked about earlier, with a lot of confirming factors. Let's make sure those are all still present. Once again, we're up over 50 in the RSI, a very, very positive sign. Stochastic is trying to swing upwards, but taking its time because we had a pretty swift downtrend here. What was that? It was between 2 trading days. It was a total of about 10% in 2 days. So that's a significant correction in the market, folks. MACD isn't converging, but is losing momentum. And the 4-hour time frame here is nice because, again, we're above 50 in the RSI. We do see that stochastic divergence letting us know the price action could pull back. But a lot of times when you see a stochastic divergence like this and the price is over 50 in the RSI, you'll see the price go sideways and then up. That's usually how it works. And then it lets the RSI cool down and then it comes back up for that second swing. So we're kind of looking for that essentially. But at this point, we didn't get the price to pull back super hard, super fast. So, there's a lot of different scenarios in play here, but converging on the MACD, even though we had that significant uptrend and the downtrend, or the pullback, so to speak. But at this point here, Bitcoin's still looking very strong. The 4-hour time frame looks very decent. And once again, I mentioned before, 67,600 is a solid area of support there, that 0.382 fib level. It's important to be able to close above that. And again, 67,000 is just like this range of where we saw some candle wicks. That's a secondary support. It's not much. It's not a key fib level, so to speak, but if I recall correctly, there's a lot of moving averages in that range. And if we look at the 4-hour time frame too, we kind of got a lot of simple moving averages below the price action. While we are trending below the 50, that's not super concerning. The key is that we're over the 20 and we're establishing that new ascending trend. We've also broken free from this previous ascending trend line, and look at that, came back down to do a bullish backtest of that ascending trend. So again, a lot of reasons why a long position should be viable here moving forward, and that you shouldn't be overly concerned with the price action pulling back dramatically. We should have enough support here in the most recent time frame to warrant that. And again, to clarify too, where 67,000 comes from, if you zoom in, kind of take a look here, the strongest amount of volume we have is at 67,000. And that's ever since the price actions entered this range of roughly 62 to 72K. So ever since March 4th, everyone feels that 67,000 is a good value because that's the most amount of purchasing power, so to speak. We have the most amount of buy orders that are complete at that level. So that should give you an indication that it's likely going to be a support level. Again, is it a guarantee? No, because as you saw, how much of a support it provided on the way down, right? And then how much of a resistance did it provide when the price went straight through it? Again, whales have a tendency of just destroying the laws of trading, and that happens. But generally speaking, we should be in a positive situation here. And again, big picture, we are looking at a bullish type of pennant pattern that is playing out in the overall sense here. So keep that in mind. We could have potential for further upside once we break through this descending trend in the 70 to 71K range. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at here, folks. Again, mostly positive. Really nothing I can see here that's disadvantageous. I hope this made sense and I described it correctly. Thank you so much again for watching. Please do me a favor, like the video, follow if you haven't already, enable notifications, and comment below. Let me know, what is your position here on Bitcoin? Do you even own a spot bag with Bitcoin? If so, how much? Love to hear it. All right, folks, hope you have a good rest of the day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.